So yo, we back. Know what I mean? You got my man IV ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. You know what I mean? He ain't playing tonight. I see you.
Hey, fuck that. This is Plug Talk. You know what it is. We ain't playing, bro. It's got to get serious because it's getting serious out here. And it's picture perfect. Gotta paint a perfect picture, like Tupac. You gotta paint this perfect picture for you tonight. Perfect element, perfect situation, perfect goofball to give you a description, a total lie about a reality. You ready to roll this footage, D. Marachi?
Roll the footage, bro.
Get into this bullshit. Got me out here late at night for this bullshit, man.
You heard the bombshell from this morning. Let me catch you up on the rest of Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan.
Lies from Megan!
That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. Was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you...
Girl, what is
Listen to this
going
hoe.
on?
Listen to this hoe.
Kelsey, DJ, stop the beat. Kelsey, you know you wrong. Girl, let me
Shut
tell
your
you,
goofy
they had
ass up.
Kelsey on the stand today. You won't believe what came out of her mouth.
What came out your mouth?
God, Kelsey, did you pop Megan Thee Stallion because she was sleeping with Tory Lanez?
Did you
and
pop
you wanted
Megan?
to be with Tory Lanez? And they said the night of the party, Tory Lanez exposed Megan Thee Stallion, saying, "Yeah, Kelsey, I'm doing Megan Thee Stallion.
Keyword exposed,
I'm
bitch.
behind your back and doing Megan Thee Stallion." And Kelsey, instead of getting mad at Tory for being a dirty dog he is, you
Bitch,
think
are
that's
you
his
lying?
friend? Is that what it is? I don't know. They are reporters. They are calling out and they are talking and talk. Guess what else we learned?
Sick.
They said that Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion, best friend girl, she said that Tory got out the pow, put the pow to her face and said, "I'll take you out of here." And then she will not talk about what else happened. She said, I plead the fifth. So people want to know what is going on. Why did Tory Lanez start all this shit? He started all this crap, dropping a bombshell, talking about some, yeah, I'm doing both of y'all. People feel that the reason why Tory Lanez dropped the bombshell because Megan Thee Stallion was clock blocking. He was trying to get in Kylie Jenner panties. Yeah, he wanted to get in Kylie Jenner panties so damn
How you know this, bitch?
Megan Thee
Confirm
Stallion
that.
was not having
Confirm that.
Hell no. Okay. Yeah. So they said that's the reason why Tory got upset and just said, "I'm gonna put it all out. I don't give a f about neither one of you hoes." Okay. And he really did not care. Tory is a selfish man, and he care all about himself. He's a dirty dog, and he brought this all upon himself. If Tory Lanez would have just kept it real from the door and just said, "I want to be with Kelsey," and Kelsey, "I don't want to be with you
What
no
about
more.
Megan
I
Thee
got
Stallion's
feelings for
dirty ass
X,
to
Y,
keep
and
it
Z."
real?
But to do, and this supposed to be your girlfriend, Kelsey, or your sugar boo, or whatever, and you go behind her back to be with her best friend, and then you sneaking around on her best friend with another hoe that she invited you to party. Tory Lanez, you just dirty. Oh, he dirty. Check this out, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and
gossip
subscribe
girl,
to the
you
YouTube
dirty,
channel.
you dirty
I'll
fat
see y'all
bitch.
on another video.
Show
He's
your
just a
face.
hoe. Just
Ain't
a
your
raggedy
mama looking
hoe.
ass bitch. Shut up. You the hoe. Fuck out of here.
You heard the bombshell from this morning. Let me
Let's
catch you up on the
lawyer.
rest of
Let's see if
Kelsey's
he matches up,
testimony.
y'all.
They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. She was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you... Megan, she said that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation.
Crest 3D White Professional.
Oh,
Clinically
my
proven whitening
God.
ingredients. 100% more stain removal. Crest.
She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got... went back to Texas, and during the time she was back in Texas, having left LA, Tori and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified, this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tori got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tori was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tori was hooking up or trying to hook.
Oh, the audio.
Tori did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, oh, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tori. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, oh, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tori. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back. But when they came out, Meg came out with Tori, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tori drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tori and Meg, and Kelsey was adamant that nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tori's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her about, was there ever a threat made by Tori to... She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can only invoke your fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her.
Kelsey just testified that Megan was lying on her. This is direct examination. This is the prosecution. During another line of questioning, the prosecutor asked her, why were you afraid? She testifies that Tory Lanez threatened her.
Okay, so let's go to the other reporter dude. He seemed a little bit more focused than him.
You see what she's saying? You see how she's doing? She is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging.
And I'm going to stop you right here. And
I'm going to stop you right there, bitch. We're done here. We're done.
All right. IV wants me to get the ball first, so I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. But yeah, basically, that's what a lot of females like to do. They like to paint the narrative first, and they feel like if they yell the loudest, that they're articulating themselves the greatest, when that's not
on social media. D. Marachi, they can get away with that because if you got a fat booty, cute face, a firm bosom, which is like probably at this point a C cup or better, you can show some cleavage, and with a cute face, it don't matter what your backside look like or what your waist look like. You don't need no BBL. We're most likely going to listen to you because you look good. So there's going to be, out of 7 billion people on this planet, There's gonna be millions of simp niggas out there that are just going to co-sign what you say. And usually, if you're a woman and you show some tears, most women are going to have your back because they're women, and they usually want to take or do the same thing you do and use it to their advantage, even if it means lying on a man in a criminal court case, knowing he didn't shoot you at all or try to shoot you at all. But you can get together with another woman and try to coincide for her to lie. Other women would call that bitch out for not lying for you, which is this gossip girl. That's what she's doing right now. She tried to paint the narrative that Tori was saying all this shit, not Kelsey. Kelsey said Tori has not hit the stand. Tori did one live stream where he didn't implicate himself or implicate anybody else into anything, but he did say he did not shoot Meg or try to shoot Meg, which is self-defense. He's saying, I'm defending myself by saying I ain't shoot this broad though. I'm not gonna say who did what, but I'm saying I didn't do what I'm getting accused of. This is a father to some kids. What she's doing, if she's lying, and she know he never tried to shoot at her, is destroy the career of somebody who's a father that needs to provide for some kids and a baby mother as well. You're depriving him of being able to do that. That is sick. Especially if you're lying. Now, what Kelsey did in order for her to get immunity was tell the prosecution one story in the beginning that made them feel like, hey, as a DA and the prosecution of the state of California, we can use her as a witness. And we need her as a witness because her testimony right now will help us bury Tory, whether he's right or wrong. The bitch said, oh, well, Kelsey said, I'm not willing to hit that stand without having immunity. So anything I say can't be used against me in any other case. They said no initially. Her lawyer said, okay, without blanket immunity, we can't do this. And then they went on the record because they were desperate. This is right before she was supposed to be called on a stand. She was willing to come to court and say no. Then they went on the record in front of the judge and said, we can't grant her blanket immunity, but what we can do is say that we are not going to prosecute her for anything she says on this stand for the record. And they expected Kelsey to come up there and say the same shit she lied with Megan on before she was educated by her lawyers to say the truth. Now that she's getting on the stand, when Gossip Girl says stupid shit like, oh yeah, first Megan said Tori beat her ass and threatened to shoot her, and then now, girl, she said she didn't. I don't know what's going on. That's because you don't listen, goofball.
Let's stop there before I know you're gonna go black and you're gonna go crazy. Let's stop there.
Don't stop me then, nigga, but go ahead.
Gossip Girl XOXO says that Tori beat her and all that stuff. Now let's take that. Now you didn't see any bruises on Megan or anything to implicate that he beat her. So that's a lie right there.
No. Gossip Girl said that Tori beat Kelsey.
You still didn't see anything to implicate that. So now you're
Kelsey
making
told the prosecution.
Okay.
Last September that Tori did this. The prosecution brought up in court the first time they asked her, when she said, nah, I didn't say that, or I don't remember saying that to you. They said, let me refresh your memory. This is exact facts.
Okay.
They brought up the statement. It's written and recorded, bro. They brought up that statement to her, and she said in court, oh yeah, I lied to y'all. That's not what happened. Tory didn't put his hands on me, and I didn't see Tory shoot Megan at all. What she's trying to say, Gossip Girl, is trying to say the streets is saying Tory Lanez paid Kelsey to do that. What I want to remind the world is the criminal court system does not work like social media. This is not a popularity contest. This is about what you can prove in the court of law. So in the case of the district attorney and the prosecution, they can convict somebody beyond a reasonable doubt. So whether Kelsey took money from Tory or not, it don't matter, because her statement, her testimony can bury Tory or help bury Tory. So even if she took money from this nigga, he gonna go do 20 years. He's gonna be banned from America. He could never do nothing to her again for the rest of her life. She could play this nigga out of any fucking money that he offers her, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. If that was the case, that's what the fuck she can do. If she took payoff money, she ain't got to honor the payoff money. She is the key witness to burying this nigga. She can take that payoff money, go in there, still work for the prosecution, honor her immunity, and tell whatever story she want to tell, and get this nigga locked up for life.
Right.
She telling the truth. And the only reason why she got immunity is because the truth that she's going to tell could possibly get her implicated, pointed out as the shooter, and locked the fuck up. So she needed that immunity in order to go up on the stand. And all she's doing now is telling the truth and telling the prosecution, hey, I lied to you. I did the same thing Megan is doing back then. But now that we're on the court of law and I'm under oath, I'm going to tell the truth. I have immunity, so you can't do nothing to me. And anything you ask me that may lead to me having to say I'm the shooter, I'm going to act like I don't know, or I'm going to plead the fifth so I don't incriminate myself.
Right.
How hard is that to notice from what that prosecutor just said, what the black man she stopped from saying? It's like our black women hate to hear us talk. They'd rather hear from a white man say the same goddamn thing in a white way. They can accept that more.
And
coming from a black man. Go ahead, bro.
And just to be clear, then you can run the floor. Like what that black man said, what a black person that was, he was saying the same exact thing that the other guy was saying. She just cut him off short because there was a delay on his camera, so his words wasn't matching up with the audio. So that's why she's like, oh yeah, he sounds like he's slow, like he's not up to speed. But he was saying the same exact thing.
She said that nigga wouldn't focus, bro.
Wasn't focused. There goes the word. But he was saying the same exact thing.
Right. How Sway? How?
Yep. And I mean, furthermore, before we go too far into it, like everything she's saying is nothing what that first person was saying at all. Nothing. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with it. She was just adding her feelings into it and thinking that it's okay instead of taking what actually happened because he was there. You know what I mean? And then this is another thing that I don't get. Like, yo, she said the streets said, or according to the streets. What you think about that one?
Boy, don't get me started.
Tonight's your night, bro. Let's go, man.
I want to know what streets she's involved with. Bitch, is you out here moving bricks? Is you part of the new school BMF? What streets are you aligned with? When she says the streets, she's talking about selfish, lying black women like her. I challenge you all. Go to Gossip Girl's page. Look at the comments. 90% women, 90% of females that feel just the way it's her. They make 100 million excuses for Meg Thee Stallion right now. I think if you're a real woman, it's hard for you as a real woman to attach yourself to what has been proven to be a liar at this point. Somebody who's inconsistent in their story and inconsistent with what they're doing. I don't think there's any real woman that would attach themselves to that. So with Gossip Girl being the woman after a whole day of dialogue, Megan Thee Stallion already hit the stand, said her whole story. Megan's not coming back. Kelsey had 2 days to do her thing. Kelsey's not coming back after today. And this is what she has to say. This is what I call the same type of ignorance we seen when Kevin Samuels got killed. A bunch of women talking about their feelings because something he said triggered them or something he said they fit the mold of that they didn't like. Gossip Girl, name is Gossip Girl, which means she's a fucking liar. She's a gossiper. She just talks about what she heard from the streets. She don't do no research. She don't make sure she talked to 7, 8, 9 people in these streets before she reports some shit. She just reports it. That's why she got on here, painted the narrative first. Then she played that man who was in the courtroom's testimony, which at the end of the day sounded nothing like hers. But for all you goof troop ass females that just want to find a lie to attach yourself to, she made sure she did her shit first. Anybody who's speaking facts, speaking truth, they don't have to talk first. They'll talk last. And they'll let that lawyer go on without any bias in front of it. Okay, let's check out what the lawyer has to say today. In the case of Megan Thee Stallion, he was in the courtroom. Let's check this out. And when he's done, they'll take the facts of what he said. They'll take the facts of what they know. And then take the facts of even things they assume and apply that to what they're doing. You don't paint your narrative first and then play the only man who has the facts.
Right. Right. And you know,
we took that clip from her podcast. We just seen how differently both of their perspectives were. She said one thing first, and that man said nothing to match what she had to say. Nothing.
Yeah, this is the same woman. Yo, her slogan on her video, and y'all can look at it in the description. She says she's here to give hot tea and drama. That's what she said. Hot tea
and drama. What type of facts are you going to get out of hot tea and drama? That sounds like somebody who drinking tea and starting shit before they brush their teeth. That's what it sounds like to me, man. What you say? What you think?
Yo, it sounds like she just trying to stir up trouble. Creating a whole story to what? Cause trouble. And we want to get one more other thing. If you want to contact her, her name is Miss Gigi. She ain't married. She's
single as fuck. Can't keep a man, don't know what it takes to have one. That's why she gives the stupid advice she gives, and that's why she about got hot tea You women that are grown, not you adult in age princess acting ass broads. I'm talking about you adult in age queen acting ass women. What man wants some drama in his life? What man is going to choose a woman whose main objective is some fucking drama
and gossip
and tea? Bitch, you better bring me some Hennessy. I want no goddamn tea. Bring me some yak or something. I want no tea. I want no gossip. I don't want no drama. Yo, if you pay attention to anything a man say he won't, it's peace. Drama is the opposite of what we want. You gonna listen to her? This single ass broad can't keep a man, won't even show her face.
Why is that? Why won't she show her face? When you see us over here on Plug Talk, you see D Marachi, you see Ivythelifelyne, you see us on here. So we gonna stand on what we saying. So if we go out here in these streets and someone approach us, we gotta stand on it. Whether they agree, they disagree, indifferent, they got a problem with what we saying, we gotta live with it. But this woman could put on some audio, react to somebody that was actually there. And you never know what she looked like and what we don't know what she looked like. But I have an idea. Huh?
Then she tries to act like she has facts and say she heard it in the street. The streets is saying. Like the streets come report to her dumb ass.
But even if she did hear from the streets is not the facts.
Excuse me, bro. Name me the woman that the streets come to report to when they handling all type of crime and other business out here. Who gonna come report to her? She ain't never met Meg. She ain't never met Kelsey. She ain't never met Tory Lanez. Who she calling a dog ass nigga, a weak ass, foul ass, all these name calling. She doing them. This is obviously a bitter ass woman, a poison, a cancer to our culture, and who is the influencer of the divide of genders. She's one of the people that influence you women to hate us. Why would you hate a man who being honest, who has a family? Meg ain't got no kids. Meg lost her mama. Meg ain't got nobody. She ain't got nothing to lose. Toy got kids, a baby mama, a family to take care of. He's been blackballed out the music industry for the last 2 years fighting this case. Oh yeah, and just in case you didn't know, ladies, those dope ass lawyers that he got probably costing him $2 to $3 million in the last 2 years. So not only has he not made $1 million in the last 2 to 3 years, he's paid out $2 to $3 million in the last 2 to 3 years, just to make sure he don't get railroaded like the rest of us black men do in the criminal court system. Oh, this is criminal. This ain't civil. This ain't her suing her for name calling. This ain't them suing each other for live streams. This is her accusing this man of physically assaulting her with a deadly weapon, which if they thought that Tory Lanez shot her for real, he would also have an attempted murder charge. He fired the gun 4 times. They found gun casings. Excuse me. Somebody fired the gun 4 times. I think it's pretty obvious by who has immunity in this case, who fired that gun. I think it's pretty obvious. If you know anything about criminal court systems, if you know anything about how the court system works, if you're not just a dummy out here talking about what the streets done told your ass, some secondhand information behind motherfuckers you don't even know do research. maybe you think something differently. But the reality of this is, the woman has immunity. So nothing she says can cause her to be brought back to court and charged for it. The only person that needs immunity in any case is somebody who was involved in the crime that was done.
Right.
Am I lying, sir?
Nope. Not lying at all. Another thing that I want to cover what Gossip Girl XOXO said was she was saying that I guess Megan was betrayed by Kelsey. Well, according to Kelsey, you know what I mean? Her and Tori were in the relationship. According to her. Go ahead. First, go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, first. So who would betray who if they were in a relationship first? Go ahead.
Gossip Girl, stop gossiping. Do some research. Do some facts. Change your name to Factual Girl. Gossip Girl is corny and poison to the black culture. You are poisonous and cancerous. Because you just spread gossip and start drama. You're a drama queen, not a real queen. You're a drama queen. If this was chess, nobody would play with you. We'll take an extra pawn over your dumb ass.
Yep. Then Megan was asked to leave the party. Because of what? Because of her behavior and her being intoxicated.
Kelsey wasn't asked to leave the party. Tori wasn't asked to leave the party. Megan was asked to leave the party.
Right.
She put her luggage in Tori's car because she wanted to make sure with her hating ass, if she left this party, Tori wasn't going to be with Kylie at the end of the night.
Right.
Which started Kelsey to defend her friend and be like, man, yeah, she right. Tori, you tripping. Like, And he like, bitch, you ain't know? I'm fucking Meg too. I was fucking with you first. She came backdoored you, clipped you, been hating on you the whole time. Why the fuck you defending her?
Right. So who's betraying who?
Ain't no rape case filed.
Go ahead.
Megan is not saying Tori raped her. We see Megan go on Gail Sanders shit, whatever the bitch name is.
Gail King.
Yeah, allegedly, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gail King. And she sat up there and said that she ain't fucked Tori. Now she's under oath, and she said, yeah, I fucked Tori.
Right.
The defense was being very smart in this case. Said, well, not only was you fucking Tori, you fucked the baby the night before. She admits to it. You were fucking Ben Simmons a week before. She admits to it. They also asked Kelsey, was she fucking the same niggas? She admits to it. And it comes full circle that not only did she fuck Tori and backdoor Kelsey, she backdoored Kelsey on 3 other niggas they brought up in court. If you think I'm capping, go recap Megan's testimony. In Megan's testimony, she says that this is all hurtful to her because she has a new boyfriend, and that new boyfriend is ashamed of her. She doesn't deny fucking these niggas. She just says it's a bad look on her future investment, which ultimately is whose fault? Not the court, not the public part of opinion that is being displayed right now, is putting that information out. It's her fault. Ultimately, she is the only decision maker on who enter that pussy and who don't get that pussy.
Right.
And also, you was backdooring your best friend every time you gave away the pussy. Goof troop, Liver King built ass bitch.
So, Gossip Girl. So why would Kelsey go after Tori when he wasn't the one that betrayed her, but her best friend is the one that betrayed her? But yet you want to start this drama and say she should be going after him and they should be. No, we gotta take the facts. And don't we see the pattern? Go ahead.
Things that make you go, Arsenio Hall used to do that like 1992. Used to play the song too. They had a song like a little pop culture song. Things that make you go, yeah, you used to play at the club too. Yeah, hey, you old ass, washed up ass, reason why you don't show your face ass broad, drama queen. Things that make you go, You need to think before you do a podcast. You goof troop.
Word of advice. We only been doing this for a little while, but I'll give you some advice we learned along the way. When we have facts and someone's speaking, allow them to speak first and say everything. Listen to what they say. And if you're not able to remember, take notes. And only talk about what they actually said, not how you actually feel.
Here's a better bit of advice. Bitch, retire. You're trash. You're poison. You're a cancer to our culture. You don't help in any way. You are only here to cause confusion and be a hellmonger. That's what you do. It says it in your description. You described yourself as a person of chaos. The only people that like drama are chaotic people. Things that make you go, you goof troop.
So, all right. So
we're here to spread the false information, man. We're here to spread the truth. And to get off the goofy troop girl, whatever her name is, the facts right now that's going on, Megan looks bad. Megan's ship is sinking faster than the Titanic right now. And Tory Lane ain't probably even got to hit the stand. They probably ain't got to bring none of their witnesses out at this point. It looks that bad. And I'm going to say two things right now. One, either Kelsey is a real street chick, and she like, yo, this nigga ain't told on me. He know I shot her. I'm going to go in this courtroom and do the right thing. I'm going to tell the truth. But if I could find some type of way not to have to implicate myself, or even if I slip up and do implicate myself, I won't get charged for it. Either she's smart enough to do that, or either Tory done helped her out with them lawyers, and maybe possibly has put some money behind her so she won't get exploited in this situation and be harmful to him. I really don't think Tory put $1 behind her. She already made a statement. She already said what she said. She's willing to go up in the court of law and furthermore say she lied to the prosecution. Nobody's making her do that part. And I'm going to say this much too, bro. It only makes sense if Tory paid her to do anything, that she would have been a witness that the defendant brought up, not the prosecution.
Right.
The prosecution brought her up. What sense would that make to place somebody on the prosecution side, which you're not guaranteed anything because they're already coming on as a prosecution's witness, which means that the prosecution can grant them way better terms than you can with your money. I don't give a fuck if he granted her $2 million or not. If she shot the bitch and you take that money, go up there and do what she's doing right now, and then when the defendant gets on the stand and they cross-examine your ass, they point you out as a shooter. What does it matter? You got $2 million when your ass about to be facing time.
Right.
She was smart enough to get immunity, so nothing she said be held against her. So it don't matter if Tory Lanez gave her money or not. She can go up on that stand and do whatever the fuck she want to do. Either way, it's not going to hurt her.
Right.
She ain't going to jail. If she go up there right now and say Tory did that shit, I seen him do it, she strengthens the case with Meg, and she ain't got to ever worry about paying back a dime of that money. Tory going to be banned from the United States and doing some time in prison. So how stupid is that for her to say that shit, bro? I didn't even let it play to where she said that shit. Oh, but best believe we will post a video up in this shit. So if you want to watch the full video, it's about 10 minutes longer. This goof troop ass girl, you'll see her say that shit.
Yeah, well, actually, and we'll put up some other stuff of things that we're talking about, because what we hear on Plug Talk, dude, we say facts, not our feelings, facts. And if they are feelings, we let you know. Ladies and gentlemen.
Fact. It's always facts over feelings here.
Right.
Don't get that shit twisted.
Right. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up. But what you want to do is when you're doing something, you want to actually get the facts, get firsthand the evidence, not our feelings. And do not let the loudest person in the room sway your opinion, because the loudest person in the room may not be telling the truth. And in this scenario, when you got Gossip Girl XOXO, that's about drama, chaos, and just sitting at home and you can't see their face, don't allow that.
Yo, and what he's saying is, don't allow the loudest woman in the room to influence you. Because when it comes to men, in the world we live in, y'all bros think all niggas that voice carries or happens to be a passionate speaker, y'all act like aggression is being loud. Yo, men's voice project, ladies. Okay? I know a lot of y'all probably ain't been around a real man in your lifetime. I don't give a fuck how many dudes with dicks you fuck. You ain't been around no real men. Don't get it twisted. So when a man says the loudest motherfucker in the room, he's talking about a party environment. Because in a business meeting, don't give a fuck what you got to say. If you ain't important to this business meeting, you don't get no say.
Right. I'll say this. And some things is right in front of you. This case right here, even though it hasn't played out and the decision hasn't been made and everything we're saying as far as the case is alleged, but it looks like it's playing out the what it's supposed to be. I'm going to read this and then Ivy could shut it down. Immunity, protection or exemption from something, especially an obligation or penalty. That's been the reoccurring theme today. Immunity. Why does Kelsey need immunity? Let's think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Ivy, let's take us out of here, bro.
No, I'm gonna leave that on that note because that was like a great. If you was a defendant lawyer, that's a great way to end the trial today. All I'm gonna say is this: Gossip Girl, big fuck you right now. Big fuck you. Okay? You are exactly what we don't need. And anybody who likes what you do and follows what you do are exactly the type of woman we know to stay the fuck away from. To the rest of y'all, when it comes to this Megan Tory case, ladies, please understand, the court of law is not social media. Because you got a big butt and a smile, or you cute in the face, or you know how to cry on cue. Does not prove any facts. Realize this: no matter how much you lie about your baby daddy, or the boyfriends you meet, or lie to your girlfriends about the nigga and the situation you was in, you eat that situation in real life, and also in the court of law, you gonna eat it publicly. They don't care about feelings. In the court of law, it's about facts. And in real life, karma don't care about feelings. Karma pays you back based upon facts. All right, I just want you to ponder on that. I know a lot of you small-minded motherfuckers think your titties and booties gonna get you past everything in life. All right, you'll learn the hard way. But to all of y'all, probably a midlife crisis, on your last couple of years of having a baby, hoping you can offer that to a man of substance, talking to you. You know this is bullshit. And to each one, teach one. So it's your obligation. If you was the pawn bitch in your 20s, big butt and the smile was ugly, you made it across the other side and you became a queen now at 35, you got kids and you don't got a man and you trying to figure it out, teach these young bitches something. Tell them the truth. Don't let them have to go through the same shit you went through. Same way we got to teach these males out here. Y'all women got to show the separation between the Claire Huxtables and the Meg Thee Stallions. It has to be a clear distinction. All I'm saying is where you Claire Huxtables at? We looking. Where you at? Show some face. Hey, come to the podcast. We welcome you with open arms. Please speak up on the behalf of the Claire Huxtables. All I'm saying is, don't seem to be too many Claires out here. A lot of y'all looking like Meg in real life. It's plug talk. Where you ain't gonna see us walk the walk, we'll meet up here whenever we do. Talk the talk. You ain't gotta go home. Get the fuck out of here, goddammit.
Like, comment, subscribe. We out of here.
Peace and blessings.